Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of these. That down. Get in a spot, take the fucking beanie off. Alright, hi. I know, we're back at this already. Cosplay thing. Nightwing. So, the harness is gonna have two magnets. We already got it. And so one here and here, one here and here. So that way the magnets will lock it in exactly at the angle I want. And this is going underneath my suit. Now, the suit isn't here yet. We're in the very early stages of getting everything put together. It's being made now as we speak. I'm figuring out the domino mask. So we're gonna do that, like looking at those maybe in this part or the next one. I want to keep these short, like around 6-ish minutes a piece. So, really quickly though, this is talking about like his wrist pouches. So in Batman Under the Red Hood animated movie, Nightwing has these sort of wrist pouches that he pulls stuff out. It's like his utility belt, and I like the idea. I want a way that I can store my credit cards in, and so I'm thinking. And so then I have to find one. I'm thinking as long as it's card size. So I'll take those dimensions and we'll be like, okay, so I need ones that fit that and go from there. Now, I'm gonna also have my backpack with me. So theoretically, we get wrist size, do the math on how many pouches we need, and then part source pouches. Now, I might have to end up sewing some of these because, like I said, I want to be able to quickly get stuff in and out. And they were very puffy. So I'm okay. What I'm thinking is, if anything, I might just do a sleeve over it and just then cut segments into it so that way I can also grab in or Velcro. And it's only been 3 minutes. So that's how we're thinking we're gonna do this. But now it's time to talk about the eye mask. The eye mask I want to get from this user on Instagram. Now, if I can't get one, no biggie. Or if it's too expensive, also no biggie. We're trying to keep this as cheap as we can because the suit was $800. Yeah. Now, what we're gonna do for the eye mask, I do have a 3D printed one from resin, but it's back in Washington. I'm in California, so I can't just go, oh yeah, my mask. Nope, it's in a tub back in Washington. Now, I also don't have any of my printers here. So we gotta think, how can we get that? We're just gonna have stuff shipped. I could have that mask shipped, that is an option. Might do that anyway, so I have it. But what we're probably gonna end up doing realistically is buying one off Etsy. Now we want a domino mask, and of these references here, we definitely need one that matches the source material, especially, so this is Nightwing Battle for Bloodhaven, and this is kind of the main inspiration I have for my suit. So here is what his mask looks like, and I like this mask, I do, but it's not the one we're going with. Instead, we want to get this type of a mask. Now, the reason we're doing that for the mask is because I want to not suffocate. I already have one that I painted kind of reddish for Jason. So Jason gets his mask, Dick needs his, and it's going to be hopefully blue. I'm thinking blue. Now for the boots, we're reusing my Captain America boots. These will work perfectly fine. Got them at Walmart, and they're pretty accurate to the ones he wore in Winter Soldier, or Captain America wore in Winter Soldier, or not Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron. So, now then, what is kind of going to be the plan while making all this stuff? While I be recording the harness bit? I hope. I plan on it. And then what we're also going to do, because this is going to be kind of quick, we don't have a lot to do type of thing, a lot of this is going to end up being a bodybuilding thing too, because I got the measurements and I made it just a little too tight, I think. But I did ask them if they could make it with a little bit of room to grow. I just took the measurements as I am now, and I told them that, and if they could make it just a little bit, like, just a little bigger. And they said, yeah, don't worry about it, and it was like, perfect. Now the batons. those are going to be PVC pipe. I have to check New York Comic Con's thing, but PVC should be allowed. What I'm going to do though, so it's not just a black pipe or a blue pipe, is I'm going to be getting some of those attachment bits, adding those on top. I'm going to be adding very different levels of detail to it, and I would love to add an LED, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to take these batons and make them a whole prop, because getting into it, I'm not a designer. So this is going to be about a 5-ish minute video. Now let's talk about the prep for bodybuilding it. I do want to get slightly better shoulders, but it's not even just bodybuilding, because I got a decent-ish physique for this. I want to get flexible. So we gotta get flexible. And then we have one more thing we have to make sure we can do. And that is, I'm gonna have longer hair by the time the suit does get here. And the goal is build everything. So I want to kind of go over some of my plans and my ideas for Nightwing really fast. I'm gonna draw kind of what I'm thinking we're gonna do. I already did a mock drawing on how I wanted it. It's hard to understand, but so I'm getting 24-inch PVC pipes tomorrow or Friday. We're putting 2 magnets in them and 2 magnets on this harness I have. So this is what we're dealing with from behind. And I want to be able to just go walk around the show floor. And if I have a backpack on, well, the backpack is going to be right there. So I can then still take my batons off. Just a little bit harder to do. Or I could just hold them. You know, the magnets, it'd be nice if I could just clip them together. That'd be something. Something I could also do, depending on how strong they are, through extra PVC, is I could put a magnet at the end of each. That way I can snap them together and have a little bit of a bow staff. Granted, it'd be about that big. So each one is going to be about this big. It'd be about that big. Slightly better example. This is how big each individual PVC pipe is right now. I mean, I don't have it, but it's 24 inches. We're going to be bringing it down to, I think, 16. I think this is honestly a good length. I'm going to double check the wiki and see what his are officially listed as, but I think this is pretty good. And so then if we go from 16, that brings it to what, like 42 inches? So yeah, this is how long it would be combined, you know? So if the middle's here, that's a pretty decent sized staff, like, I think so anyway. But that's a maybe, it depends. But yeah, new cosplay road 2. We have a long way to go, and I've been researching. So I'll see y'all soon.